Hare Krishna. Thank you, Shivam Prabhu. Thank you, all the devotees, for coming. I'm extremely happy to see all of you. Not only you've come for this ABC session, you've also kept your videos on, for which I'm particularly grateful. And I'm being very honest. I was traveling for 3 weeks. I was in UK, but every Saturday morning, I would think of all of you saying, "Oh, I wish I was there at the ABC session." But I just couldn't take the class. And I'll try my best when I'm in US next week. I'm traveling to US for 2 months. I'm hoping that it'll be early morning there. But I see so many US devotees joining. I see Radha Jivani Mataji is here. I see so many others also coming. They are all, it's early morning there. So if they have been coming for the last 11 sessions early morning. So I'll also try my best whenever I'm in US to take the Saturday ABC sessions. It means a lot because you are giving me an opportunity to share with you what is very, very close to my heart. And trust me, after spending 27 years in the ashram, brahmacharya ashram, serving devotees, going through my own challenges, and also seeing devotees struggle, I realized that authenticity is the most powerful platform on which our Krishna consciousness can expand and we can feel mentally stable. So I want to share some of the journals that I write, and there is no other place where I share my journals so candidly as I share in these forums. So my sincere gratitude to all of you, and especially to Shivam Prabhu, Kumari Gopika, Govind Prem, Pavan. Of course, Surabhi is there. So all of you are very, very kind, and you've given me a chance and a platform to share my heart. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Today, I'm going to share with you two things. One is we'll chant Japa, but before chanting Japa, I'm going to share with you some thoughts from my Japa journal. So there will be two things in all these ABC sessions. One is my Japa journal, and one is a topic that we discuss. For the Japa journal today, I will be sharing with you the discussion on intense chanting versus attentive chanting. What is the difference? And then we will do that chanting for 20 minutes together, 15 minutes. And then I will make a presentation on how to ask the how questions in Krishna consciousness. We always ask questions, but there is something subtle things happening inside our brain when we ask questions. So how do we ask questions in such a way that we get the best benefit? So that we will discuss after Japa. So let me start right away with the chanting. We're going to chant now, but before that, let me share with you what is intense chanting. All of you are ready to discuss and hear. Thank you. So intense chanting is very common. Everybody wants to chant intensely. There is a sense of urgency. There is a goal that we want to be a serious spiritual practitioner. So my humble request is, yes, I fully agree. Without intensity, we'll go crazy because we will be spaced out. So intensity is needed, but we have to be cautious and we have to consider whether this intensity is coming from the heart or is it coming from the head. When intensity is head driven, that means I'm intense in my bhakti, but I have a desire to control. That means I have a desire to achieve Krishna through personal effort. Then it becomes a head intensity. Means it is basically based on ego. But when there is longing, when there is a sincere desire, Krishna, when there is a crying out for Krishna, then there is a rich spiritual experience. That means the intensity will be born from the heart. It is a gift of the heart. It is not a project of the mind or the head. But practically speaking, I want to tell you one thing very, very clear. The question is not whether our chanting should be intense or it should be relaxed. It is not the question. The main question is, am I attentive in my chanting? See, if we are inattentive in our relationship with Krishna, we offend him. Inattention causes us to miss the opportunity to have a relationship altogether. Okay, forget Krishna, even material relationship. The foundation of any relationship is attention, not intensity. So similarly, in Japa, it is not intensity that will save us, it is the attention. So please ask yourself, my dear friends, are you attentive in your relationship with Krishna? Or are you intense in your relationship? So this is a very big important shift we can make today in our consciousness. Intensity and attention. Generally what happens when we are immature, we equate seriousness in spiritual life with outward intensity, pressure. and tight control, internal tension. Whole body is tense. So this traps us in an ego-driven mindset. The mind struggles and it is like, I must reach Krishna, I must reach Krishna, I must achieve Krishna. But actually, attention means just being present with Krishna. Krishna has already come. You don't have to go anywhere. Krishna is with you. This is the shift. Japa in tension to attention in japa. That is a two different thing. Japa in tension or attention in japa. So this is a deeper evolution. We are moving from basically ahankara or false ego-driven bhakti to atma-centered. Ahankara and atma are two different things. Ahankara-driven or ego-driven bhakti is intensity, and atma-driven bhakti is surrender. It's a subtle movement from, instead of saying, I will chant, I chant. From there, we are moving to Krishna, please allow me to remember you. That's a difference in these two psychology. I want to chant the holy name attentively. That is one psychology. The second psychology is, I want to, Krishna, please allow me to remember you. Krishna, please allow me to be with you. It's a whole different mind game, actually. So basically, what I wanted to present today before we chant together is, let us explore this understanding of relaxed attention. Generally, attention also, we are intense. We want to hear very attentively everything. See, relaxed attention is yogic. If you do, anybody doing yoga here regularly, you will know that Chitta Vritti Nirodha, Patanjali's sutras, basically the mind has to be calm while doing yoga. When doing asanas also, our yoga teacher says, Sukham Stairyam Asanam, Are Aram Se Karo. So you do it in such a way that you can connect to yourself. So it's not to be done stressfully. It has to be done with presence. So I know the question you have in your mind now, okay, Prabhu, so how do I become attentive? The how question will always come. How do I become attentive? How do I practice this? Okay. So do these few things. Relax, breathe, journal, slow down your life, take care of your body. Be watchful of your body, deal sensitively with others. Then when you do this, you become inwardly prepared to receive Krishna. Krishna has appeared Krishna comes to you in the form of deities, dressed in gorgeous outfits. Sometimes Krishna comes to you in the form of a timely instruction from a friend. That is Krishna. Sometimes Krishna comes in the form of a Bhagavatam class. Like today morning, I was hearing Bhagavatam class and one point just touched my heart so deeply. He made it very casually, one line. It hit me so hard. I was like, oh, Krishna has come through that one class, Bhagavatam class. Sometimes Krishna comes in different ways every day. He comes, through some act of kindness from someone. My question is, are we present when Krishna comes like this? Are we attentive to receive Krishna when he comes in different ways? Are we hearing Krishna? So when I'm saying relax in japa, I'm not saying be careless or be spaced out. I'm just saying don't struggle so much. Allow Krishna to enter the heart. So when the heart is centered, when the heart is calm, the body and the brains, they start synchronizing. Means there is what is called in psychology as effortless awareness. Means you are not fighting, That is the way we surrender. We allow Krishna to enter. But if you are constantly meditating on death, urgency, and we are not noticing how Krishna is loving me every day, then we may miss the essence of bhakti. See, the hearing Krishna Katha, attention in japa should be happening in a state of relaxation, which means relaxed attention. It's actually misunderstood. People generally think that if you're attentive, you have to be intense. Honestly, is this not what most of us think? Be attentive means you have to be intense. No, and people think if you are relaxed, that means you're distracted. No, actually true attention exists in a relaxed mind. When you're relaxed, actually you can be attentive. So in psychology, neuroscientists have found out that when you're attentive, alert, and active, awake, there is beta waves. It's in a very high frequency, 15 to 40 hertz. You're like, but then it also leaves you exhausted. So therefore, relaxed mind is when the brain enters the alpha wave frequency. which is associated with relaxation, creativity, peace, openness. So I'll give an example. Like, for example, today morning Bhagavatam class, I was struggling to stay awake because of my whatever health, body, late night. But then I strained to catch every word of the speaker. So I was focused. So when I was focused, it helped me stay awake. But after some time, I realized that, okay, I'm getting everything he's saying. I'm trying to catch everything he's saying. But then when I relaxed, I opened my heart, and then I allowed the sound to enter deeply. I realized that there was greater absorption and there was greater retention. Even in Japa, when the mind is wandering, if I'm trying to control the mind, I may control the mind, but it leaves me exhausted. But when I'm relaxed, when I'm trying to listen to the holy name, and gently come back to the holy name when the mind wanders, gently return to the holy names, I've seen that I'm able to touch Krishna. See, intense hearing, what happens when you're hearing? Intensely, if you hear, you can cover a lot of ground. But when you relax in your hearing, it helps you go deeper. So I'll ask you what you want. You want to cover more ground or you want to go deeper? So when I'm relaxed hearing, I've seen sometimes in the class, my mind is wandering here and there. And then, okay, relax. It's okay. Mind has wandered. Now come back. Now listen to the point. Just be relaxed. Don't fight it. And then I see that next point enters my heart deeply. But if I'm trying to control every word that the speaker is saying, I want to hear everything, then I remember everything, but nothing touches my heart. So basically, intense hearing will touch the head and relaxed hearing touches the heart. So therefore, let us chant now for a few minutes. Knowing that Krishna is appearing to us in many forms, we just have to receive him. Unfortunately, many of us in ISKCON, we have been brainwashed to believe that we should look for Krishna in grand moments. Wow, temple festival, Janmashtami, grand kirtan, deep meditation, oh, gorgeous outfit, Chandan Yatra, festivals. But we miss him in the quiet, ordinary moments of daily life. We miss Krishna, who is always present, like a gentle breeze. Krishna is always there. Krishna is present in the breath we take. Krishna is present in a friend's embrace, and a friend comes and touches. Sometimes some brahmachari comes and hits me on the back. Are, kaisa hai Vraja Bihari? And he just comes and hits me. That friendly tap, I know, oh, this is Krishna. This is Krishna showing me love through a brahmachari friend. So when we slow down, when we care, we shift from being controlling, disciplining, to being receptive, to receiving Krishna. This is actually Madhurya Bhakti. This is sweetness in Bhakti, not just reverence for Krishna, but also sweetness, intimacy. And intimacy requires relaxed receptivity. So devotees need to relax. Therefore, we have a ABC community, awareness, balance. We want you to be connected. So that requires you to slow down. And also, we have to consider the physiological effects of chanting. Basically, ask yourself after you're chanting 16 rounds, just ask one question. Is my chanting activating the sympathetic nervous system or the parasympathetic nervous system? For most of us, the sympathetic nervous system is the fight, flight, fright. The parasympathetic is that system which promotes rest, healing, surrender. So when japa is like a fight, when you're constantly fighting, the body and mind is tense. When japa becomes a prayer, a love song, a cry from the heart, then it activates the parasympathetic system. It basically helps us enter a state of deep remembrance, hearing. So this is how we beautifully bridge between neuroscience and Vedic wisdom. Mind, for us, mind is a battlefield. So we are chanting in a battlefield. Actually, we are supposed to enter the heart. Heart is a garden. It's a Vrindavan forest. So many of us are chanting at the mind space. We are, it's like our chanting is like a fighting in a battlefield every day. So I'm saying, okay, why are you in a battlefield, my dear friend? Please come to the garden of your heart. Please come to the Vrindavan forest. Connect to the Lord in a garden. It's very difficult to connect to the Lord in a battlefield. We have to see, when we are fighting, when we are doing our job, we can take a break and remember Krishna. All that is possible. Arjuna was connecting to the Lord in a battlefield. We are also in a battlefield. And while chanting, also the mind will wander. We have to fight. I agree. We have to struggle. But sometimes we can transform our intensity. See, intensity is not harmful. Let me clarify. Intensity is good if it is coming from the space of a soul. Like Kunti is praying intensely. Krishna, please help me. See, when the intensity is not ego-driven, it is surrender. Like the mood is everything. Intensity is born out of love, of longing. Krishna, I want you. Then it becomes a bridge to Krishna. Our intensity, please ask, that intensity is a bridge to Krishna or is it a wall? Is it preventing you from connecting with Krishna or is it helping you as a bridge? So intensity is good, but the key is the heart. So please know, chanting is not a mental practice. We are going to chant our japa now. It is not a function of the tongue. It is the outpouring of the heart. And the heart will not open under pressure. Heart will not open when you are controlling and fighting. Heart will open with love. Heart will not open with fear. Heart will not open with force. It opens with faith. So therefore, let us chant like this, Krishna, I am here. Now let us be present with Krishna. So this is my request, and it is 4:51 in my watch. So we can chant till 20 minutes. Is that okay? So till 10 minutes past 5, we can chant, and then I will make a presentation on the topic how is a hiding place. So please stay. Let us chant together. Let us keep our videos on, and let us inspire each other by our chanting. Thank you very much. Shri Harinam Prabhu ki Jai.